Welcome to ModelBear Studio. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today we'll be looking at the recently new released Entry Grade RX-78F00 Gundam. This is a special kit because it commemorates the 2025 Osaka Expo, an official licensed product. Let's take a look at the sides. Here's the F00 with the pulse towards the sky. Comes with the shield, beam rifle, and what appears to be a set of hands. Here we see it with the feather unit equipped. Not much on the other sides. This kit wouldn't be complete without the optional part set, which is what defines the Osaka Expo version. And that's the G.L.R.S.S feather unit. Included in the kit are the wings, armor pieces for the shoulders, legs, and waist. Here we see the backpack and the beam weld gun, separate armor pieces, with and without the backpack equipped, front and back angles, nothing on the other sides. Again, if you're getting this kit, it is highly recommended you get both, or else I feel it's not worth it. Now let's look at what's inside. Runners come in a single plastic bag. You can already tell just how detailed this kit will be. Bandai's Hobby Center quality flyer. Simple guide on the back on how to build this kit, along with some other information. Here's the manual with the F00 on the top half. And on the bottom, we have some information on the Osaka Expo that's going on right now until October the 13th. I'll be attending this in the summer, so hopefully I'll have a video on that as well. On the back, it's promoting the optional part set, which we will be looking at now. Again, all runners in a single bag. The first thing you'll notice out of the box will be the huge sticker sheet. These are all stickers for the wing panels and the armor pieces. It does feel a bit of a bummer that all the detail gets covered with these stickers, but it is an entry grade, so that's not too surprising, I suppose. The feather unit manual displaying the contents on the top half, the bottom with the same Osaka Expo info. We're going to have a lot of stickers to get through. On the back, we can see how the wings attach to the backpack, as well as the beam welding gun. So we have runner A1, A2, B1, and B2, and a small sheet of decals. And here we have the runners for the optional part set. And this is actually a continuation. And here we have C1, C2, D, and the sticker sheet. Let's look at runner A, which is mostly chest and waist pieces. A closer look at the fine level of detail. The front of the chest, hands, joint pieces, the backpack. Runner A2 holds the shield, beam rifle, set of hands, feet, other joint pieces. The shield looks great with those panel lines. The bottom of the feet look pretty good as well. The beam rifle particularly looks amazing. You wouldn't see these on a regular entry grade. Runner B1 is all white with mostly parts for the legs. We can see some helmet pieces in here. The V-fin here is attached to the front of the helmet. The back of the head with those cool panel lines. Runner B2 has other armor pieces for the shoulders, arms, and waist, as well as the back part for the shield. The back of the shield has a nice level of detail that, if painted properly, will definitely make it stand out. Here's our little sticker sheet. It doesn't have much, just some with the model number and glass feather lettering on them. Runner C1 is part of the optional set and continues from where the last kit left off. Contains a lot of the armor and backpack pieces. I feel the backpack contains even more detail. Again, this would look great colored in. Runner C2 has the wings, the backpack main piece, and these two long pieces. The wings on the entry grade aren't transparent as they are on the no grade version, but I am loving the detail, and with some customization, some great things can be achieved. This reminds me of a spinal cord. Runner D is all black, and it contains some thrusters, beam welding gun, the regular backpack, and some other connectors. The regular backpack here only has 2 thrusters. Lastly, our big sticker sheet, and as we saw in the manual, these are for the wings and the armor pieces. Unfortunately, it does hide all of that detail that's in the plastic wings. First F00 I've ever built, and I am really considering getting a second one, just so that I can do some customization on it. The weapons can easily be attached to the hands. One thing I noticed is that the joints aren't all too good, and that could be because this kit lacks polycaps, so here the shield is too heavy for the arm. There's some pretty good articulation here as well. The leg rotates forward 90 degrees when raising the front skirt, and the knee bends at a 90-degree angle as well. Moving the leg back has some mobility issues and can't go all the way back because of the fixed skirt, but the knee does bend quite well as seen here. The elbow joints are not bad, but they do tend to come off easily if not careful. However, the arms and legs are quite versatile. What I liked was that the feet have a lot of range in the ankles. The tilt of the head is quite nice too. Can look up and down. Some high grades can't even do that. Just to show you how good this kit looks, I have it side by side with this G.L.R.S.S and from the level of detail in the body, shield, and beam rifle, you would think this was an HG as well, and not an entry grade. But of course, this kit isn't complete without the feather unit, so let's move on to that. Here's the whole feather unit already assembled, but before we put everything together and make this look really nice, we need to apply all those stickers to both of the kits. The stickers are pretty straightforward. They are in this shiny metallic blue, so they are very reflective. And like many other color corrected stickers, they don't always look good when applied to the kit, and here we can see that as well. One technique we could use to make things a little bit better is to use a toothpick and go over the recesses that are underneath the sticker. And it does greatly improve the overall look and adds texture, which in turn creates shadows, and you won't just have a flat, boring reflective sheet. This is particularly noticeable in the wings, where all that amazing detail is being hidden by this giant sticker. Here's some before and after shots. I do prefer this look overall. Would you be trying this on your own kids? Also, one last thing to mention is the application of the wing stickers. Initially, I applied mine on the wrong side and had started the toothpick process and was looking horrible, but I was able to correct the mistake. Equipping the feather unit and armor pieces is pretty easy and doesn't take much time. The shoulder pieces go on like so, over the existing ones. For the front skirt, we do need to remove these yellow parts. Flip the skirt and just push them out. Then just insert in the new skirts. For the leg, we need to lock in the armor piece in the back of the leg. Then connect it to this other piece to lock them in place. Lastly, the side piece of the leg will snap in place over those two. And finally, the feather unit attaches to the backpack. And you're set. I honestly enjoyed this kit a lot more than I expected. For being an entry grade, it has a lot to offer. I'll definitely be picking up a second one to fully paint and modify in the future. I hope you enjoyed the build and my take on this awesome kit. It is not hard to find and it really isn't expensive, so if you get the chance, definitely grab one for yourself. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and leave a comment. A subscribe would not be bad either. Either way, let me know if you're planning to get one too. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.